On this week's episode, we talk about not one, but two new Netflix films.
Army of Thieves.
And Red Notice.
And other pop culture news.
Alright, so this week was a big week for Netflix. Starting with the Zack Snyder prequel to Army of the Dead, we had Army of Thieves.
Yes, it premiered last week. It's directed by Matthias Schlachthandelshaberfassen. You know him from...
Schweighofer.
Yes, that's what I said. You know him from Army of the Dead. Mm-hmm. He's Hans on the movie. Mm-hmm. And so he directed and wrote this movie, this prequel.
Yeah.
It takes
He's
place...
not actually Hans.
He's not Hans?
It's Ludwig Dieter.
So what's the name he goes...
Ludwig Dieter is the name he goes by.
On the show he goes by Dieter. Ah, okay, Dieter. For some reason I thought it was Hans.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Sorry.
So maybe he mentioned Hans.
Yes, he does. He does talk about the whole ring cycle and the Gotterdammerung and all that.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so he wrote and directed this prequel for Netflix, and it's really good.
Yeah, I super loved it. This is one that, well, it's a heist movie. I'm always down for a heist movie.
This is a heist movie that has plot twists and secrets and stuff. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna spoil much. In this episode, you're gonna keep spoiler free for both movies because there's some twists and you don't want to spoil. You just want to talk about our impressions. Mm-hmm.
And the twists are an important part of the experience. This one, so Army of Thieves, really well written, very funny. It is kind of predictable. Like there's a bit of a formula. Like I kind of guessed the main outline of the plot from the beginning, but it was really fun. Bank robberies, the whole like getting a gang of criminals and misfits together, the whole like good guy bad guy thing, and then just Schweighofer's character is hilarious. He was hilarious in Army of the Dead, and this is a really solid prequel for him.
Yeah, it tells us a lot about him, a backstory for him, which is a Netflix plan for all the characters from the Army of the Dead too. They're producing animation. I can't remember the name of animation, but it's a prequel for the David Bautista's character. It's gonna tell his past back when he and Maria Vega, is that her name? Anyways, and the Latina character. Would go out in the dead zone, whatever they call. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They would go to the zombie land and recruit and rescue people. And so we're gonna have an animation based on that backstory. Yeah. So this one based on Matthias' character, Dieter, what was his name?
So
Sebastian.
in this prequel we find out his real name is Sebastian Schweighofer. They make a lot of fun of his last name though. We hear it like once.
Yeah.
And then through the rest of the film they're just like Sebastian unpronounceable last name. Yeah, they don't even try. Anyway.
So and he's a safe cracker aficionado. He's crazy about the whole thing, and he studies the whole thing, and he's good at doing that.
But he's just a hobbyist. He's not actually like a robber. He's got a YouTube channel and stuff like that. But he works at a bank.
And he's recruited by the aid of the Mother of Dragons, also part of the Vin Diesel family.
Yes.
He's recruited by her too.
Natalie Emanuel.
To go crack the legend, the epic of safes in the world, created by this man named Hans Wagner.
That's right.
And they're like pieces of art. They're not only beautiful outside, but the locking mechanism is like really unique and beautiful. So they go together in this adventure to crack safes. and they have to deal with law enforcement, and they work in a gang, and it's very Mission Impossible. I mean, the first Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
The gang betrayed them, and yeah. But it's not the kind of betrayal that I'm spoiling, because yeah. Anyways, but the movie is beautifully done. It goes through Europe. Where they go first?
They start. Is it Prague? Is Prague the first one?
Prague, and then
It was Prague the second one.
What's the last one?
Prague is the second one. The last one is Geneva, somewhere in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Right, man, we have really good memories. But yeah, all different locations throughout Europe, and
yeah. The movie is fun. It's full of a comedic moment. There's this there's a girl and there's a boy. You know, there's this romantic thing between them. There's an action hero named Brad Cage.
There is.
He was raised by Nicolas Cage's movies, and especially Con Air with the hair.
Yeah.
Is that Con Air? Yeah, Con Air.
Yeah, it was Con Air. Yeah. Which should tell you a lot about this person. I think that what makes it really worth watching, like, it is a solid heist movie. You know, you've got like your tech guy and your getaway driver and the muscle and the brains and all that. It's really fun. But this main character, Sebastian, goes through this great like growth and development, and he's got a really great personal character arc that gives the movie like some substance and some heart, and I think sets it apart from others, and really lets it stand alone. Like, even if you haven't seen Army of the Dead, you could watch this and really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's great. There's a couple references to the zombie apocalypse happening in Las Vegas, but at this point it's still like all happening on the other side of the world, and it's not really something they're thinking about a whole lot. So it's a great prequel, but also just a really great standalone film.
Yeah, and the whole concept of cracking the safes, the way they use visuals to show, and music, because the creator of the safes created them on the Wagner opera theme.
The ring cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he creates the vaults like that, and then when Sebastian is cracking them, he plays the music, and it's visually beautiful, and it's also nice to hear.
It is, and there's like the parallels between the operas and what he's going through, and yeah, it's really cool. So I would definitely highly recommend this film.
It's fun. It's entertaining. It's what's the rating?
That's what I'm checking right now. It's actually got a TVMA rating.
Why?
On IMDb. I have no idea.
Go down. It shows you where.
Where?
Keep it going.
Okay.
Profanity.
Oh yeah, they do swear a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not for like everybody, but I would say I would let like my 13-year-old watch that.
Yeah.
So. It is, well, yeah, it's a heist movie. There's violence and people getting beat up and stuff.
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
But the main thing for like an MA rating versus like a TV-14 or something would be the level of profanity.
Yeah. So Army of Thieves, available on Netflix, it's really good.
Yeah.
It has Snyder's stamp of approval. He produced the movie, and it served as a prequel for Army of the Dead. Us Army of the Dead is really entertaining. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And you know, Netflix and Snyder, as Netflix and other creators, are knocking out of the park.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for them?
No, for that one, yeah, that's it.
Okay. The other film, this is one that I've been waiting for a long time. It's called Red Notice. This is a Netflix film starring Dwayne Johnson. He also produced Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
Yeah, the movie actually only comes out on Netflix on November 11, but it's open in select theaters nationwide, and it's fun. It
is really fun.
Everybody play their strengths.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds. I wonder if they write anything for him or just tell him go.
I was wondering that because it did seem in some places like I don't know, maybe I don't know how you would write that in a screenplay, but just like insert Ryan Reynolds joke here. Or, I don't know, because he was like really classic. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's making millions by just showing up and speaking whatever comes to his head.
Whatever, like sarcastic.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, being tough guy but also funny, and Gal Gadot being the pretty Gal Gadot she is, kicking butts.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't stop there. She brings so much more. You didn't stop. Yeah.
Kicking butts, and they were all well written, even though it's not like, oh, this is like masterpiece, it's like Oscar of screenwrite, but
yeah, this isn't groundbreaking cinema. Super predictable, but so funny.
Yeah, but it doesn't disappoint anytime. It's if anything for me was surprising because the trailer, and these days trailers give away like way too much, almost everything. And in this case, the trailer is intense. It shows quite a bit of action. And all the action they show on the trailer is probably from the first, 10 minutes? Yeah. And then a little bit in the middle. If in the middle, maybe it's in the first act. And everything else it's fresh, it's new. And yeah, there's some cool surprises.
There were. I honestly had no idea what was going to happen going into this. Other than that, it was sort of like an action spy heisty type movie. So like Army of Thieves, this is heist stealing stuff. There are lots of twists and turns. Like, are they good guys? Are they bad guys? I don't know. You don't know. At one point, they just like totally commit to being an Indiana Jones movie, but in a very self-aware, like make fun of themselves doing it kind of way. It's very fun. And sometimes it's like kind of stupid, but again, in a very fun way.
Yeah, it's the second movie this year that Dwayne Johnson goes to the jungle and wears that purple ridiculous shirt. Yeah.
He does. Yeah, I feel like a couple of his costume choices were like making fun of previous outfits, like the black turtleneck at the beginning. He wears like these really obnoxious acid wash jeans at one point. And I feel like there's
the turtleneck has this famous Halloween. No, it is a Halloween picture. Right? It's a Halloween picture when he was in high school. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So yeah, that one is the jeans. I don't know.
I don't know. They make fun of themselves a lot. They make fun of each other a lot. It's just a lot of fun. If you could only see one, I would see Army of Thieves. But this is worth it. It was fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be Netflix on November 11, and the way the movie ends is like all the Netflix properties is like they made it to be a franchise. They could do like another one, and if not another one. That group work well together, even when they are against each other. Yeah, and it's fun. It's
that's pretty much all there is to say about it without spoiling anything. It's PG-13. They chose there's some violence, there's some rude humor, and they chose their one F-bomb very carefully. And there was some of the cleverest.
That was the only one?
Yeah. Cause it was implied a bunch of times, and there were a lot of very clever moments where they kind of censored it within the context of the scene or the film. I didn't know this was like at one point there's a guy who's gagged, and you know exactly what he's saying, but he's gagged, so you can't really hear him say. I thought it was clever. I'm not condoning profanity by any means, but it was clever. Anyway, so
Red
PG-13
Notice
on Netflix.
Yes.
Red Notice,
which is the highest warrant rate that criminal gets from the Interpol, and the movie is about criminals that steal art, so in the highest level, and in this one they're competing, and
they steal art. Okay. Okay.
Anything else about Red Notice?
I don't think so. Let's move on to some news.
Yeah, so Red Notice, Dwayne Johnson wearing his purple shirt out in the jungles. And that takes us to Jungle Cruise. They just announced a sequel.
Yes.
For the popular Disney adventure movie that we didn't see.
Based on a ride.
And
Hiram Garcia is the producer. He's saying it's going to be much bigger.
Yes.
We haven't seen the first one, so we have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
But
I guess Disney needs another Pirates since Pirates kind of sink.
Pirates of
the Caribbean kind of sink.
Well, after they got 12 movies out of it? 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. But they could do more if it was good, I think. The way they did 3 and it was good. 4th was ridiculous. 5th, I didn't see the 5th.
I didn't see the 4th one or the 5th one. That's
how the 4th destroyed the franchise, because Johnny Depp drank Jack Sparrow.
You can only put so much on those weaving shoulders before it all falls.
Yeah.
But the first one was great. I think one of my favorite movies. All right, so more.
I think that's a good thing on the third one. On the second and the third one, at the end of the third one, it makes the first one even better, because some stuff that was random, it looked random and nonsensical in the first one. It actually it's explained in the second one.
Sure.
And
Yeah. So an effective retcon.
And I can tell if it's a retcon or if the writer wrote, the whole storyline with some things on the, because...
Well, we'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, you can call them and ask.
Yeah? You have his number?
I can call now.
You don't have Bruckheimer on?
It's 3 in the morning. Oh, Bruckheimer, I wouldn't remember. I was right. I would call what's the bucket? The guy, the director, the guy with the weird name. Didn't he do Moulin Rouge too? Is Boss Luhrmann? Isn't that him?
Was it him?
I'm pretty sure it was him.
Huh.
Let's check.
Okay, let's check.
Meanwhile, we also saw this show called Mary of Easttown on HBO.
Not Mary, Mare.
That's I didn't say that. Sure, yeah.
Mare of Easttown.
With Kate Winslet on HBO. It's not a new show. It was concluded a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It was highly nominated and highly awarded in all the award shows and ceremonies, etc.
Yeah.
She won awards for it. And talking about well written, that show was really well written. And a good thing about it is it's not based on a book and comic book, which is not bad when you adapt things. I mean, when you adapt well. Lately we see some crappy adaptations. But that one is completely original.
Yeah.
The writers wrote this story. The photographers, directors, producers produced the story. The editors edited the story. And the final result it's really, really good. Really compelling show. Sort of a whodunit, thriller mystery with great acting.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's
usually at the end, it's kind of. It's either, I mean, for me when I watch that kind of stuff, is it I'm right and it's okay, oh I'm wrong, but I'm wrong because it's something so kind of dumb. There's oh, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And in this one, I wasn't right. I was wrong. And but it was good. Yeah,
for really good reasons.
It wasn't. It was good to be fooled by the whole thing.
Yeah, and
the way they did.
Yeah.
It's even there's a moment that they show the kid, and we saw a couple of the shows where the kid does, and the kid does things.
What kid are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Anyways,
Like,
but in this one, the kind of tease there's one character and then move to another character and then to move to another character.
yes.
But when they kind of tease the character there actually is, it's so like, of course not. Come on. But yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything because this is another one that is well worth watching. It's definitely for mature audiences. But besides the really well written mystery and whodunit aspect of it, there's this really beautifully written story of like grief and healing and dealing with like trauma and all this other stuff that's happening for our main character, Mare, played by Kate Winslet. And it's not only well written, I thought it was really just thoughtfully photographed. Like there's it kind of comes full circle, not necessarily in the story but in like setting, and there are shots in the first episode that we see again in the last episode, but in like a totally different context. So they show you that we're like literally coming full circle back to, like, it's not full circle, it's more like a 180. Anyway, the point is they show that she's fully come from, she's healed and is starting over. Is that making sense, or am I just
Sure. Yeah.
rambling? Okay. And the last shot's perfect. It's perfect.
What is the last shot? I can't remember.
Oh, well, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Oh,
I'll tell him
spoil?
later.
Okay.
No, I don't want to ruin it. It's just a really beautiful last shot. It's very thoughtfully.
Yeah, it's the sunset.
Every aspect of it. Every aspect of the show is very thoughtfully put together.
Yeah.
And produced.
And it's the kind of show, it's the kind of writing that nothing is random, nothing is superfluous. Everything is important. And that's how you write well, you know.
Yeah.
You don't. It's, you know. We complain about some of the things Hollywood has been doing, and how preachy they are, how they try to impose their ideology on us, using media, using film, and you know, which is like most cases, if not 100% of the time, it has no importance for the story. On a good written story like this one, everything is important.
Yeah.
Everything has a meaning and has an importance to tell the story, even if something that sounds or seems really unimportant. That thing's gonna be important for the development of maybe not that character that's unimportant, but for the main character. Or some of the main characters.
And not just the things that they say, but everything you see. Like, they're really thoughtful. This is a visual medium, and so they're really good at using, like, scene and setting and I can't think of the word, but just, like, stuff in rooms. Everything is important and matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were looking for something on IMDb.
Yes.
Yes.
Your stalling was so effective, I forgot. Pirates of the Caribbean was directed by Gore Verbinski.
Gore Verbinski.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's guys with weird names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Verbinski.
That's the whole category.
Luhrmann. Luhrmann directed Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman on Australia. Is that an interesting film? Long, but fun. But it's an interesting couple to see.
You want to say they cast the Australians as Australians?
Yeah, and they have to do Australian accents.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Like
they kind of suck at doing that. Anyways, so there you have it. Mayor of Easttown. It's in HBO. It's available on HBO Max and probably rerunning on HBO. Either way, I think you can buy digital too. Yeah. At this point, it's a good one.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would recommend some digestion time. Watch one episode and digest it.
Yeah, don't binge this one.
Yeah, because it's totally worth, the create expectations. And in this one pays off because even if you're wrong and you probably most likely gonna be wrong, it's a very well done ending.
It is. I feel like I'm comparing this to the Tranquillum What was the name of that show?
9 Strangers. 9
Perfect Strangers. Which for me went like, woo, and then this one just kept
I guess
going up.
it's Nicole Kidman's fault because The Undoing with her too. Nicole Kidman.
No, The Undoing was very good.
I thought the ending was like, yeah. It was the
But the problem wasn't her acting. The problem was
no. I'm not saying it was her. It was her acting. The fault was the fact that she was on, because no, she acts really well. She's a great actress. But Undoing was like, we talked about it. Yeah, go back to the episode. I can't remember the number. But yeah, there's one about The Undoing. Also on HBO if you want to try. Yeah.
All right, let's go to some news. Film sets are dangerous places to be.
Yes. One thing I thought it was funny, Alec Baldwin came out and said that we need more police. It's like, wait, he's Hollywood. He should say less police, defund the police. But he said we need more police. Not on the streets, but on the sets to do the whole, make sure
to monitor the guns.
To make sure they're not doing anything stupid like killing people on the set of a movie. Yeah,
and so I guess what we can really learn from this is it turns out gun safety is complicated. I don't know. I still feel like there's a lot that's weird. I don't understand why you would have a hot gun on set at all.
Well, it's not the fault is not the device's fault. It's the people's fault.
Nobody's blaming it on the device, but
I mean, they had because they would use they're gonna shoot stuff.
But why do you need to shoot stuff with a real gun on set?
I mean, if you're gonna shoot, you're gonna have a bot over there. You're gonna shoot the bot. You're gonna shoot with a real gun.
Yeah, you're not gonna use effects, practicals.
Sure, that's what Dwayne Johnson actually committed. He said in his movies, they're not gonna use real guns. They're gonna use props and VFX. It's like I don't know. Depends on the movie. Depends on because if you're trying to go for reality and you're gonna stop using real things soon enough, they're not gonna use real actors.
Well, I think that's a pretty big stretch from like let's not use actual bullets so people get killed on our sets to let's not use actors. I feel like we've got some room in between there.
Yeah, but I mean, if you count the times that happen, it's. Anyways, the whole thing is surrounded by mystery. Some people came out and lawyers got involved. Some people are talking about sabotage. And how messy the whole thing is. It's definitely anyways, but
either way,
Baldwin came out to say we need more cops there to do that.
It was to hire a police officer just to monitor them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about this? Not even just like banning hot guns, but like why do we need to use blanks?
What?
I mean, why have a blank there? Because you can add the effect, the sound. It's not even like you're going to use that audio.
What do you mean? They use the audio.
Yeah, from a gun firing on set.
That's the whole point.
I don't know.
I mean, there's most depending on the scene. Most of the audio you're gonna capture there. Some you're gonna use after. You're gonna capture different microphones. You're gonna mix. This is the whole process.
I suppose.
Yeah. No, it's for the reality to make it more real. They use the gun, and in this case. It was live, and
it's a tragic accident.
I know other guys that use guns and deal with guns, and one thing they were saying after all this was like one specific guy was saying that the first thing I do when I get a gun is to make sure if it's loaded or not, stick a pen or whatever there to see if there's none in the chamber. The whole safety thing because it's not only his life and the life of others, but also his life in the sense that someone get killed, he get punished and all that. And I guess they got careless on. There's this whole thing about the person that would be in charge of guns too. There was apparently, allegedly was incompetent and unprepared, but there's a lot going on. I just put this whole thing there because I thought it was kind of funny. Liberal Hollywood that was defunding, get rid of the police. Now they want police for them.
To keep it, yeah. No, that's a mess. Okay, so that's that whole thing. But the Black Panther Wakanda Forever set has also had some trouble.
Yes, Letitia Wright, Shuri, got hurt on the set. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it only tells me that she might be Black Panther in the second one.
It definitely points to that. If she's doing stuff that would put her in a situation where she could get injured that severely. To the point, like, they shut down production. Like,
yes.
Yeah, so she's clearly a big deal. And yeah, something's going on. So we wish her well. Hopefully this is just temporary and she'll be okay. I don't know any details about it.
Yeah, no.
But,
it's... I hope that's what happened. I hope she got hurt and she's gonna recover and come back, because there was a lot of rumors about her lately that she was it was all over the news that she was expressing her opinions against the mandate of vaccines and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
And Disney was not happy. Gina Carano, what happened to Gina Carano after what she said. Mm-hmm. And, Disney was not taking all that likely. And there was, like, rumors that she would be taking out of production. Mm-hmm. And that went down, went quiet. And then a couple weeks later, she got hurt and production is shut down. So I hope there's not any connection with that. I hope everything goes back and she goes back to finish her job.
I feel like she really stood out, especially in Black Panther. Like, she was a really standout, interesting character.
Yeah,
I liked her a lot, and I'd like to see more of her. So, I don't know.
In the books she does become Black Panther Panther for a while.
It makes sense.
So yeah,
it makes sense. Okay, last thing about Disney sets and safety and all that. Emilio Estevez is not coming back for season 2 of Mighty Ducks Game Changers because of this whole vaccine.
Yes, he's against the whole mandate, and he's like, okay, fine, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, so he's not going to come back.
And it's his choice, and he's free to do it, and he did it, and the show will move on without him, which I think is pretty bad because because that girl, what's her name, Lorelai?
Lauren Graham.
Her name is Lauren.
Lauren Graham, yeah.
Lauren. It's just like the girls, like Lauren Lai, right?
Close.
Yeah.
Close. Lorelai is her name in Gilmore Girls. Lorelai Gilmore. But
wait, is that her last name?
Yeah, that's why they're the Gilmore Girls.
I thought it was
their name is Gilmore.
I thought they were the girls from Gilmore.
Oh my gosh, you're missing
Arizona.
So much. Oh my gosh.
Gilbert. Anyways.
Connecticut.
It's Connecticut.
You're missing so much.
Anyways,
that show's a gem.
So I like her. She's talented, but I don't know. I mean, there's this big thing about the Ducks Born. I mean, they're gonna take over the franchise now because they won the bet. If you can see the show, but and I guess that could be a way to move away from Bombay, but the first season was about the borning, the rising from Bombay's crappy ice arena. Mm-hmm. Without him, there's no arena. I guess someone could take over.
Yeah, that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I don't feel like the show was that great. Like this, I don't feel like this is any great tragic loss to television. But like the movies, especially the first and second one, he's really the main character. Like there's the kids and the stuff that they overcome and the whole sports aspect of it. But it's really like his arc, especially the first one. He has to go from like douche canoe lawyer to like back to his roots as like a hockey player, but also like as a coach who cares about his community and cares about these kids. And then the second one, he's like lured back to that douche canoe lifestyle, but then the kids bring him back. Like he's really the heart. He's really the main character. And his evolution. If we really want to like get into the Mighty Ducks franchise,
the first second one, right? And the third one, he's gone, right?
Yeah, no, and the third one is like.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I think there's a way they could fix this is if they offer this like big, gigantic bag of money. Maybe not to him. Maybe he's like out of principle. He's out no matter how much Disney gonna pay. But they could like offer this big bag of money with a vaccine. So here, take the vaccine, take this money, and Joshua Jackson would come, and he would be the new,
Yes, if you could get Joshua Jackson, that would check the boxes.
Keep the spirit alive.
Another thing to do,
because I think it could work without any of the original cast, but I think it's too soon. It's like what they did with Rocky. You have Creed. Rocky is there. You have Creed 2. No, he's only on the first one, right?
I think so.
Okay, so he was there to pass the torch, and then he passes away, and then on the second one was Creed by himself, and the connection was a different connection. It was a connection to family and past and Drago, and
or his stepmom, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And in that case, but I think for the Ducks, especially because the way the season ended, there's no, so they're gonna write him out like.
They would have to. Alternatively, they could get Martin Sheen in, kind of do some of that de-aging magic.
Yeah, sure.
Just because, like, the older Emilio Estevez gets, he's, like, morphing into his father. Kind of like Kiefer Sutherland is, like, slowly turning into Donald. Like, these guys look so much like their dads.
No.
He's getting there. I'm just saying. Anyway, that was a lot. One more film, their production has been messed up or something. Rogue Squadron is taken off the production schedule.
Yeah, sadly, we don't know why, but yeah, Patty Jenkins, Star Wars Expanded Universe, whatever they call, about the Rogue Squadron. Yeah. It's no more for now. And yeah.
Oh well. I'd like to see it come back. Rogue Squadron has a place in my heart. But I'd rather them wait until they can do it right. So, all right. Some announcements for new series and casting and stuff. Alanis Morissette is joining the long line of celebrities getting biographical TV series.
Yeah, it's gonna be a funny one.
Okay, aren't they all?
Yeah.
Well, most of them are.
Yeah,
a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And that's coming from ABC. The Dexter Revival happened.
Yes,
and
the premiere, and it was huge. It made 2.2 million views, which is a lot for Showtime. And all the good things about the show at this point. And the finale of the original show didn't make everybody happy, but he coming back, and it's funny because he's coming back with this whole a gamma of shows that does what he did, but now it's like he's the new guy because have you have what's the name of the other show? I can't remember, but there's like a series of shows of psychopaths trying to live
live as normal people.
Pretend
and committing horrific crimes in the background.
Yeah.
Either way, I do look forward to watching that one. Also looking forward to watching Squid Game Season 1, which becomes increasingly important because Season 2 is confirmed and in the works.
Yeah, and someone's coming back. I don't know because I didn't see the first one, and everybody could come back. Nobody could come back. I have no idea.
We don't know what it means. We will watch it eventually.
Shang-Chi's coming back, okay? If you saw the show and I'm wrong, you can write in the comments, hey, you're wrong, it's not Shang-Chi. So.
Okay. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is working on a comedy called Beth and Dan, and it's been acquired by A24, which I don't get because these are the people who brought us like Midsummer and are working on that really spooky Joel Coen Macbeth film. So I don't see where Julia Louis-Dreyfus fits in there. Well, but okay.
Well, because it was bought by A24?
Yeah.
I mean, There's some movies you mentioned that they might do other things too, or they might try new
maybe
new
they're
waters,
branching out. Yeah.
But this one is a comedy about this writer that is a very famous, a very successful writer, and she's married and very happily married, very successful marriage too. And one day she overhears, she listens to her husband on the phone talking bad about one of her books. Not like bad, but saying that he didn't like it. That was like, and that destroys her entire world. And gonna be comedic things about that, how she deals with that.
Yeah. Are we sure she writes books or catalog captions?
I don't know. Could be, yeah.
Okay.
In this whole, she couldn't be, the husband couldn't be with her because he doesn't respect what she does. That's from Seinfeld.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some casting. So the How I Met Your Mother spinoff, it's coming from Hulu. It's starring Hilary Duff. She's the one who's going to be meeting the father, and we have a narrator now.
Kim Cattrall, which it doesn't ring a bell. I mean, I know the name. I think she was in Sex and the City, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I couldn't point her out on the streets if I see her.
So I know her from
or her voice.
I know her.
She's gonna be the narrator.
Yes. I know her from Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country.
Is she? What she is?
She is. She plays Valeris, a young Vulcan who is like such a horrible, monstrous little traitor. Like, I can't stand her, and like her performance there was so convincing that I see her now, even like years after seeing this Star Trek movie, and like I see her face as a real person. I'm just like, oh.
Have you seen any other things?
No, because I hate just the very idea of Sex and the
maybe she
City.
wasn't acting. Maybe she's just like she is.
Maybe she's a truly horrible person. Maybe she's actually a really nice person who's a good actress, and like so many other actors who portray incredible villains, now we just all hate her. I don't know. Either way, that's my Kim Cattrall story. It's not a good one, but it's what I've got.
That's more than I have.
Okay. Mel Gibson is making his way back onto the screen.
He's making his way back really nicely. He's gonna be on the Continental, the John Wick premiere, the prequel, and also it's gonna be a family adventure movie, and
Boys of Summer.
I think it's like we keep saying that he's coming back. He never went away. He wasn't Big Daddy. Not Big Daddy. What's it called? The one with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
That's right. What was that, like Stepdad or Daddy's Home? Daddy.
No, that was a different movie. Okay, anyways, so he keeps doing stuff and good stuff.
Yeah, but there was a while there where like he was just like this.
There's
a joke and a
there's one with Santa that he's. Is he Santa? Yeah, he's Santa. That's what I'm saying for this Christmas, because we didn't make last Christmas.
Okay.
It's like very gory. It's with the guy that was on Unicorn.
Okay.
And it looks the funny.
Southern guy with the teeth?
Yeah? Yes, yeah. What's the book?
I don't remember his
name. And he's been in Tarantino movies, etc. But yeah, so Mel Gibson, that never been anywhere else, is still doing things. He was in that Vince Vaughn movie too. Anyways, he's gonna be on this family adventure movie.
Yeah.
Doing that. No, he did that stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
It is.
Oscar winner, director, actor, Mel Gibson from Australia. To you.
Vin Diesel wants Dwayne Johnson back.
Yeah.
I guess he really loves him.
And he wants it fast.
And furious.
Yeah, he said, "You have to. It's your destiny."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to come back.
You have to come back to fulfill destiny.
Here's a Corona.
For the family.
He wants him back for Fast and Furious, Fulfill Your Destiny, which is the name of I guess it would be the 10th Fast and Furious film, but the 11th in the franchise, because we have like the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, right?
Sure.
Something like that. Anyway, he wants him back. We'll see what happens.
Maybe not for the next one. I only assume they're already producing the next one, so
fair enough.
That'll be for the next one. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd like to see his character come back. I thought his character was good. Fits in nicely with the family.
Yeah.
And
the veggies.
We'll see this. In Red Notice, when he first shows up, it was all I could think. Give me some veggies. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one I'm excited about. So, John Chu is working on a Wicked adaptation. Finally, this should have happened so long ago, but it's finally happening. And we've got casting. We're starting to announce some casting. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. I'm not really sure who's going to play who. Because it can go either way.
One can
but
sing,
I'm totally down with it.
one can sing, and one can act, and the other one is Ariana Grande.
Ouch! That was so mean!
I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't
know if Ariana can act, but the girl can sing.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
She has a really... I'm not like crazy about her pop stuff, but from other appearances, she has an incredible voice. So she can definitely handle this.
She sings like someone that licks a donut shop.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh no, she was caught on camera on a donut shop in New York. She there's like donuts in this counter, for people to see and pick and buy. She licks them and puts them back. Really?
Okay, well, whatever her donut behavior, the girl can sing, and I am delighted about this casting.
She was also dating Pete Davidson, so it's her taste is. Anyways.
Okay, that has nothing to do with her ability to sing.
I'm not
and
saying
what that is going to do
the singing was
for
a joke.
the Wicked film, which I'm excited about.
About Wicked, what's his bucket? James Corden. James Corden.
Mm-hmm.
There's a online petition already with like hundreds of thousands of signatures asking, ordering, mandating, demanding that they not cast him for that movie. His name was not, as far as we know, his name is not involved. He's not involved. But people are already saying, please no.
I haven't ever seen Wicked on stage, so I have no idea what kind of roles he would play.
He doesn't sing that bad. He was like into the woods.
Yeah, he sings very well.
Yeah, it was surprising. It was like he was kind of comedic character in that show. And out of the blue started singing. He's like, oh, I was expecting him to sing.
Yeah, the man can sing. He was brilliant in Cats, don't you think?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
From the set of John Wick #4, the movie wrapped filming, and there's something that might be the name of the new movie, which is Hagakure, I think.
What is that?
Who knows? The other one was with Parabellum. Was it Parabellum?
Yeah, but that's like Latin.
Yeah, maybe it's going Japanese now. Anyways, so John Wick wrapped, and we might have a name. It's not confirmed, but I want a picture posted on social media by wrapping, filming. There's like John Wick, Hagakure. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's so many people in the movie. Hagakure could be, one of the 300,000 stars in the movie.
It could. Some studios and production companies and all that are changing hands. And it's costing people billions of dollars. So Unity bought Peter Jackson's Weta Digital VFX tech division for a whopping $1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Unity is this conglomerate of artists that gonna have really good use of those special visual effects.
Yeah, they've done incredible things. Like Weta and all that, so great. Totally worth 1.6. But the real kicker for me in this category is that the Cocomelon Little Baby Bum, that whole thing has been sold for what looks like $3 billion?
Really? Noni Plum? Is it Noni Plum, right?
No, that's totally different. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, that's Ben and Holly. That is charming and interesting. Little Baby Bum is like, this is the stuff that my daughter watched while I was like sick and vomiting, pregnant with the other kid, and like it kept entertained because there's something about Cocomelon that toddlers just are obsessed. They love it. TikTok is full of videos of moms turning on just the theme music and these like little kids come running as fast as their fat little legs will carry them. It's hilarious. But yeah, apparently this like mediocre singing, mediocre writing, mediocre animation is worth $3 billion.
Yeah.
$3 billion. Anyway.
The worth of, things. Yeah. If there's someone to pay, if there's someone to buy, someone will sell. And,
well, I think as long as like parents need to take a shower and keep their toddler entertained for like 20 plus minutes, Cocomelon will do well. Because those little monsters love it.
There must be some you could do some research and some studies. There must be something hypnotic about this whole thing, because there's like several other shows that are actually better, but
almost all shows are better.
Don't do it.
I am not a fan, but there's something about this that kids love.
Even Ariana Grande is better. Get it? See? Now I made she look better.
Yeah. Man, you put it out for this girl. What did she do to you?
No, fans of Ariana Grande, whatever.
Did she like reject your fan mail? Or?
Yeah, I want an autograph in her picture.
Did you like try to say hi? And
actually,
she just, like,
I actually want her skin on Fortnite, but
okay.
But yeah, the shiny dress.
Yeah, with the ponytail. Are you jealous of her ponytail? Is that it?
Yes,
it's a great ponytail.
And the umbrella.
Have any idea what goes into that ponytail?
What are you talking about?
It's intense.
What?
Her hair. It's like a whole process.
Oh, you know really well, I see.
It's very interesting. Anyway, let's wrap up with some rumors and leaks.
Yes.
About our telepathic mind control friend from the Eternals.
Oh yes, there's this rumor. This is an interesting one. Barry Coogan, however his name is pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
He has a role on the new Batman, the Batman by Matt Reeves with Robert Pattinson, and is a mysterious role.
I think it's pronounced Robert Pattinson now.
Yes. Yeah. And he has this role, but it's like kept under wraps. Nobody knows what it is. Secret, and there's a lot of speculation. It would be the what was it?
Riddler?
No. The Riddler's Paul Dano. We know that.
Never mind. It's not the riddle. That's ridiculous.
There's
Joker you had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that's the one that's coming out right now. Like the biggest rumor that he would be the Joker. He definitely has the Joker vibe. Not only because he has like a kind of psychopath's face, as we saw in Eternals. But he has some of the vibes, some of the looks of the Joker from Gotham. That was a new try,
Yes,
the white face,
series.
red hair, so they could go towards that,
Yeah.
The show is good, so it might influence people. It might influence Matt Reeves. So there's this one rumor. The other one, it doesn't seem like it's so much of a rumor because every news outlet is now going, don't spoil. If you don't want spoil, don't look at it, don't see it. It's like a leaked image from the new Spider-Man.
Homecoming.
Nope, that's the first one.
No, that's the first
one. No Way Home. No Way Home. And I saw it.
My brain.
And for me, it was not a surprise because people have been talking about all this the whole time. And I was like, the trailer hints that, and if that's the case, it's not gonna destroy the surprise for me. It would destroy the surprise for me if Hugh Jackman pops out. It's like that. I was like hoping Hugh Jackman would pop on Red Notice. I was hoping Hugh Jackman would be Nacho Libre. What was the name of the guy? The Nacho Noche Vostra.
The
bad guy.
Sottovoce.
Yeah, the bad guy. Because he's back.
Oh my gosh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that I was hoping was.
Oh, what did I lost opportunity?
Yeah. I mean, I bet they try. I bet Reynolds tried, but it's expensive to have the Jackman there.
That's fair.
So that's the rumors. Any other thing?
Oh no, I think we've covered it all.
Okay.
Well, everything on our list.
Okay,
Plus
so
some
next
extras.
week we're gonna finally see Ghostbusters again.
Mm-hmm.
I say again because last week we said we would watch this week. My bad. We're gonna watch next week Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it
excited.
looks good, looks fun.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Every
how it
trailer I see
surprises
just
us.
makes me more excited for this one.
Yeah, and the trailers are decent to the point that they didn't review a lot, even though they review everything. It's like this family moved to the, and have to deal with ghosts.
Yeah.
And the kids will take over their grandparents' stuff and kill ghosts.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We'll see. The ghosts were implied.
Yeah.
We knew about that already.
And ghosts will be busted.
They will.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
presumably people will be called. Anyway, that's all we got.
Yeah, maybe if you're lucky, you're gonna see what's his bucket, the singer of the original song.
I don't know who sang it.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
the black guy,
I don't know.
our producer. Come on, our producer doesn't know.
Ugh.
She thinks she does, but anyways,
Yeah, it's like it's right there.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
in the meantime,
Huey Louie. No, I know it's not Huey Louie.
sure you do.
No, I know it's not. There's a joke in the office that Michael Scott is doing a Bruce
row?
Springsteen auction, and he asks, what's his bucket, the big black guy, Daryl, to play Bruce Springsteen songs. So he gives a playlist.
Ray Parker Jr.
Ray Parker Jr. But on Michael's playlist, there's like 5 songs, and 4 are Huey Lewis.
That's right.
And 1 is what's it called? I can't remember that. And it's never Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for this week. We see you next week with more pop culture, TV, etc.
And in the meantime, live long and prosper.
And may the force be with you.
Bye.
Bye.